Good afternoon. We are students of the Autonomous University of Sinaloa and we are going to tell you a traditional story as the project of the unit. The Legend of La Llorona. This is a story that the old ones have been telling the children for hundreds of years. It is a sad tale, but it lives strong in memories of the people, and there are many who swear that it's true. Long years ago, in a humble little village, there lived a fine-looking girl named Maria. Some said that she was the most beautiful girl in the world, and because she was so beautiful, Maria thought that she was better than everyone else. As Maria grew older, her beauty increased and her pride in her beauty grew too. When she was a young woman, she would not ever look at the young men from her village. They weren't good enough for her. When I marry, Maria would say, I will marry the most handsome man in the world. And then one day, into Maria's village rode a man who seemed to be just the one she had been talking about. He was a dashing young man, the son of wealthy ranch from the social plains. He could ride like a comanche. In fact, if he owned a horse and it screamed tame, he would give it away and go rob a wild horse from the plains. He thought it wasn't meant to ride a horse if it wasn't half wild. He was handsome. He was a gentleman and he could play the guitar and sing beautifully. Maria made up her mind that was the man for her. She knew just the trick to win his attention.
And so everything turned out on Maria planned. Before long, she had met Cat and Jade and so they were married. At first, things were fine. They had two children and they seemed to be happy family together. But after 5 years, the man went back to the real life at the prairies. We all lived to and be gone from a time. And when he returned home, it was only to visit his children. He seemed to care nothing for the beautiful Maria. He even thought of setting Maria aside and marry a woman of his own middle class. As proud as Maria was, of course she became very angry with the man. He started began to feel anger toward his children because he paid attention to them, but just ignored her. One evening, Maria was strolling with her two children on the same pathway near the right. The man came by carrying an elegant lady sat on the seat beside him. He stopped and spoke to his children, but he didn't even look at Maria. We happened hard enough the street.
When she saw that a terrible rain filled Maria, and all turned against her children, and although it is sad to tell, the story said that in her anger, Maria saved her two children and threw them into the river. But as they disappeared down the storm, she realized what she had done. She ran down the bank of the river, reaching out her arms to them. But they were long gone. The next morning, a traveler brought word to the villagers that a beautiful woman lay dead on the bank of the river. That is here they found Maria, and they lay here to rest where she had fallen. But the first night Maria was in the grave, the villains heard the sound of crying down by the river. It was not the wind, it was La Llorona crying. Where are my children? and they saw a woman walking up and down the bank of the river, dressed in a long white robe, the way they had dressed Maria for burial. On many a dark night they saw her walk the river bank and crying for her children, and so they no longer spoke of her as a Maria. They called her La Llorona, the weeping woman, and by the name she is known this day. Children and are not to go out in the dark, for La Llorona may snatch them and never return them.
That's the end of the story. Thank you for your attention.